Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Carroll. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try the left side. Rice. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The output from Rice in last week's game, 12 carries, 59 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on. Well, that certainly has to feel good.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. On 2nd down now, it's Rice. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll roll him out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you... That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan?
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. John Franklin Myers. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Carroll. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On second down, it's Rice. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. On third down, Rice. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are, what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
21-0 our score after 1. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Carroll. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And some room to work. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Slide for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, Swift. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. that time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Carroll finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This is Reese on the grab. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Now, a big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain it. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now here's a carry heading left. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, they're going to have some space here on the free kick.
You're exactly right about that. They just wish that they could have the free kick and not give up the 2 points.
That's taken on the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carroll. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense. They'll keep you in the game to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, it's Rice. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. To throw on 2nd down. Carroll. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. On 3rd and 2. Carroll. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Rice. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They'll try the left side. It's Rice. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd and 2, Carroll had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rice. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st down, Rice. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. 7 yards, the pick up there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Carroll. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carroll. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. It's Rice, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice, and this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw on 3rd down, Carroll. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carroll. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Back to throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit,